Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VFG Movie Reviews with your host, Tim Williams.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for The Blackening. This was a fun movie. It was a fun movie, and it was a very interesting movie. But I really dug it. It's an all-black cast except for three people. And that's what made it dope. It's an all-black horror movie, like stalker-ish type movie, and I really dug that. I really dug that premise. When I first saw the trailers, I was like, wow, this really does have some promise to it, and it really does. They hit upon like every black trope that there is, owning it but making fun of it also, which is just absolutely hilarious. We have Grace Beyer playing Allison. We have Jermaine Fowler playing Clifton. We have Melvin Gregg playing King. We have X Mayo playing Shaniqua. We have Dwayne Perkins playing Dwayne. We have Antoinette Robinson playing Lisa. We have Shinqua Wells playing Namadi. We have Jay Farrow playing Sean. And we have Ivana Oro, I said that wrong, playing Morgan. So the killer of this movie, Clifton, Jermaine Fowler, they do this retreat, this group of friends, they do this retreat every year, and and this is the first year that this friend came. Clifton ends up being the bad guy of this because he was wronged at a spades game, and he ended up going to jail because he got drunk, being pissed off, and ended up killing someone. There's like certain things in this movie like where they can mentally talk to each other, and at the end of the movie where it's all being unraveled, they all like, all right, so in their heads they're talking to each other, and he's like, holy shit, we can do that? I just thought it was the girls. But they tell the whole plan, but Clifton can hear them too. I think it's called like black speech or whatever, that you can look at somebody and it's not an actual physical, obviously not a physical, you're talking in their head, but you can know what that person's saying, right? And it's really funny because they're doing that. We're hearing what they're saying in their heads. And then they look over at Clifton, and Clifton's like, oh yeah? And then like busts up everything. The kills in this movie were really cool. The mask that the two dudes that Clifton paid to come in and kill these guys for very little bit of money, which is really kind of funny in the overall kind of a joke in the movie, right? And the mask that the killers wear is kind of like a blackface mask, but it's like mangled and everything, and it's really a dope looking mask, I have to say. Playing like the blackface and then managing it to do the mangled look to it with the stitching and everything looks really dope, really dope. So they end up killing Clifton at the end of the movie, obviously, right? So at the end of the movie, they're all just busted up, standing outside the house, and they're like, should we call the cops? And they're like, oh, we all don't want to get shot or anything like that. And they're like, nah. Oh, I got a plan. And the one dude, like, it cuts, and they're like, who did you call? Oh, I called the fire department. And, like, he changed his clothes. He's a gay dude. And he changed his clothes, and he's like, well, you never know when you're going to find a hot firefighter. And they're like, well, what's the worst a firefighter can do? Nothing, right? And then you just see a stream of water just hit him and knock it. It's really funny in the trope that, like, the fire hoses that they use to suppress black folks back in the 50s and 60s and stuff like that. It's kind of just one of those tropes. You're not even safe with firefighters, right? I loved it. I really did. First out the door with this movie is really a fun flick. I really dug it. Where does this lie on my 5-star review? The story is a 3.5. It is a basic story with just some cool added things. So it is mid-level. The cinematography, I do kind of believe this might have been a COVID movie. So it's a very small cast, not a lot of interesting shots. The characters, 3.5. The design is a 4. I love the design of the house, the design of the game room, the board game that has a little part in it is absolutely brilliant. Which brings our total to 3.375. Let me know down below, did you see The Blackening? Did you like this movie? I dug it, like I said. This was cool, and I would love to see more all-black casts in horror. It would be dope. I would love it. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you can. Thank you guys so very much for watching this review, and I will see you in my next one.